Well, guys, I'm back one more time. I'm that dude from South Carolina they call Drummer 1980, hailing from Columbia to be exact. I hope you're having a good day today, and if that's not the case, ask yourself why, because after all, happiness is an inside job, and it will always be. And internal affair, guys, we back today again. I'm feeling good, guys. On the radar, Godfrey, the comedian, our good brother, has a lot to say about the movie and certain people that's anti-sinners, against the movie anti-sinners, amongst other things. But I just want y'all to hear this clip and tell me exactly what y'all think about this. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to give my commentary, guys. All right, let's go.
So I saw the movie Sinners and I left with a smile. I really did. But I'll talk about that on another video. I just want to counteract what Jason Whitlock said. Jason Whitlock is no stranger to criticism from us. It's okay to not like the movie. I know some friends that saw it, said, I liked it. I liked the way it was shot, but I'm not really into horror and stuff like that. That's cool. You don't have to like it. That's fine. This is what art is about. What Jason Whitlock, I felt as if he went to the movies just to shit on it because it got all this hype. It's doing very well, killing in the box office. An original script. Ryan Coogler has an amazing deal that I think only Tarantino has, and now he has it. He owns a lot of property. It's such a wonderful thing. Him and Michael B. Jordan together are just this dynamic force. And I think he went there just to shit on it. Because he said this was nakedly racist.
I found this movie, Sinners, to be the most nakedly racist movie that I've ever seen.
First of all, what the does that mean?
People here are no stranger to how Jason Whitlock portrays himself in the media. And we all understand that he is cut from a certain cloth, if you will. And we know that cloth is Sambo material. We know that, right? We all know that. This is why these Sambos are so dangerous. They are the mouthpieces of the establishment for the most part. And in their mind, that they are a part of the greater society, which is not so. You will never be accepted. They look at you as a traitor, but we gonna get to that in just a few minutes. But this guy said this movie was nakedly racist. Now, I haven't seen the movie as of yet, okay? But from what I'm hearing across all people is that the movie is pretty decent. Now, of course, that you're going to have haters and all of that. But for the most part, I am hearing that the movie is decent. But certain people don't like black progress. And you have to say that now because black people are put upon and shunned in everything that they do. If you smoking weed all day and using slang and obscenities, then you ghetto and you this and that. But whenever you try to progress and try to get yourself educated, not necessarily college, because education, college, there's different forms of education. Now, I can get into that as well. But whenever you educate yourself, then you're frowned upon because then you're uppity. All right. So either way you go, somebody have something to say. All right. But guys, nakedly racist. Think about that. There is a debate that's going around that black people are racist. How can they be racist? Now, they can be bigoted, but racism takes power. You have to exude power over another group. Now, can black people be bigoted? Yes. But the extent of what people call black racism is name calling. That's it. He made me feel bad. My feelings hurt. I'm uncomfortable. That is what they call black racism. Now, take the inverse of that. What is white racism? I can stop you from living in a certain neighborhood. Huh? Is this thing on? I can stop you from getting certain jobs. I can literally strangle you economically. I can create and engineer environments to catapult you in a certain direction. I control your music. I control entertainment. I control your so-called politicians, the representation. I can control everything about your life. It's essentially in my hand. That is what white racism looks like. I can have you on camera in 4K, shooting you in the back or in the front or in the side, or I thought you had a gun or anything. I can say anything. And then my court systems, my kangaroo court systems, I can get off and be exonerated. That is what white racism look like. And I can be here just naming things and ideologies and practices that's put into motion. That is white racism, because there's only one form of it. There is no such thing as no black racism. If you name calling black racism, all right then. But that is the extent. Let's get back to Godfrey.
Nakedly. Is it openly racist? How was it racist, though? There were people picking cotton in this movie. It's the South. Black people are living in shacks. It's poverty, right? It's still racism. It's Klan symbolism. It's Jim Crow. It's lynching. Where is the racist part? This is really myopic shit, bro. You are a pro-hater, bro. You really are. Because you literally, what the fuck were you watching? Where you saw black people being racist? I don't understand. I think they pay you. Is there a contract, not a contract? Is there a contract that you have?
Yes.
There's a lot of you out there. There's a lot of you black people that literally, I swear, you're paid by somebody of a higher power, sends you niggas out there to fuck black progress up, like they did the Black Panthers, like that fucking coon that infiltrated the Black Panthers and got Fred Hampton killed, like the people that fucked up SNCC with Stokely Carmichael, all the different groups that black people tried to do to progress. Even the gangs were first started off as things to help the black community. Well, infiltrators, black people that acted as gang members came in and fucked things up too, to start fights amongst people. Like with this Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso, who's doing such a wonderful job. There's other leaders from Senegal and Mali that are kicking out the French. You know they're trying to send some other kind of traitors to come in, like that, what is it, the General Langley, who had the nerve to call Traore a corruptor, another coon. Yeah, a 5-star coon. He ain't no general. You a general handkerchief head ass to me. There's got to be a coon gene. There has to be a coon gene. Why do you hate black freedom? Why do you hate black progress and positivity? Why do you hate it? It has to be a brain disease.
Coon train is coming. Coon train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon train is coming.
Where the white women at?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we don't call Godfrey a tether. You see how educated he is about FBAs and our plight? Now, Godfrey, I can work with Godfrey because Godfrey knows his stuff from top to bottom. You see how that work? You never heard anybody attack Godfrey? Even if we disagree on something, we still not gonna attack him unless he start tap dancing or something like that. And then I'm gonna say, well, Godfrey kind of soft shoeing a little bit. He kind of tap that a little bit. But other than that, he's still not a tether. You see how that works? Y'all hate us. No, we don't. We hate Sambos and Jigaboos and the way that they come across and try to sabotage black people progress. That's what we don't like. But Godfrey is 100% on point in this video. Everything he said, I concur with it. You have other black faces that's anti-black, which in that sounds counterproductive, doesn't it? They think in their mind that they have some type of formula that works for them simply because somebody is giving them a few dollars. But let me tell you something about them few dollars. You can have that money, but we all know that you living like a roach and a rat. I don't care about your Lamborghini. I don't care about your big house. We know deep down inside, you dead. You are divorced from humanity. You are detached from self and people that look like you. Everything is not ghetto about black people. That's another trope. Everything is not ghetto and ratchet and, it's always black people. You never see the other end of the spectrum. Black people have issues? Yes. So do everybody else. So it's no different than everybody else. But black people issues are magnified and up under a microscope, if you will. Plaster all across the mainstream media for you to have a certain perspective to paint a picture of them. Black people no worse than everybody else. Black people are not committing no more crimes than anybody else. This 13%, 50% of the crime, that's a lie. And if you notice, they always talking about, well, they commit most of the gun shootings. That's a lie too. Okay. Let's just say you was correct about the guns, which you're not. The white people kill, period. I'm talking about period. Guns, knife, poison, whatever the case is. Who commit more murder per capita? It's my question to you. Because I know some of y'all just don't know nothing. Who commit more murder per capita? Not just with a gun. I'm talking about across the whole board. Family, this is how you shut down an argument. The next time somebody bring you the 13%, 50% crime rate, and I haven't heard nobody say this yet. This is a drummer original right here. The next time they bring that to you, just simply tell them, okay, since you want to go there, let's go there. White people in general are no more than 9 to 10% of the global population. Notice I say global, across the whole entire world. Okay, who commit more genocides and conquering and doing all this stuff and colonization, poisoning the water, torture and all that? Who committed? Because you on the 10%. Who caused all these wars? Huh? Who poisoned the water, the food, the air, killing all these animals, experiment on people, biological weapons, and I can keep going. Who do that? Now, granted, you only 10% at most. You're probably more so like 8%, like 9%. Who commit genocide like that? So whenever you come to me with the 1350, I'm gonna come with the 10/95%. Because you ain't got no group of black people going across no world, poisoning nobody's water, genociding people, torturing nobody, sexually assaulting nobody. I'm talking about as a group, a system. You don't have that. So the next time they come to you with that, just bring up the 10% and the 90%, or either the 10/95. You understand? And I guarantee you, they'll get caught. Well, yeah, Mr. Patriot, yes. But Godfrey, shout out to Godfrey. This is how you talk. These Sambos are running out of control. And we have seen this back in times of old when Malcolm and Martin was living. You think people like Martin Luther King back then, they was talking crazy about him back then. Only when the man was assassinated, then everybody, oh, well, he was a good man. But back then, he was called a rebel riser, guys. This is crazy. And people will act like they don't see nothing else but black degeneracy. That's what they act like. I know many people on all spectrums. I know ghetto black people, and then I know educated, business-minded, and everything between. But for some odd reason, it's more profitable to talk about the ratchet side of blackness. It's more profitable. If you talk about the ratchet side, I guarantee you right now, if I start talking about black people ghetto and showing these videos of black people doing, my channel will blow up. And in turn, whenever my channel blow up, then my money will shoot through the ceiling. And that's not the right path to take. Because the only thing they want to do is focus on the degenerate part. Because they understand that certain demographics love to see that. They love to see that because then it gives them cover. It's a new day. It's too much information out there. The cameras are on. We seeing everybody ideology. We pointing the people out. That's an enemy combatant. We see them. My channel is dedicated to truth telling, not the feelings, not my opinion. These are hardcore facts. Anybody that wants truth is welcome here. Even the naysayers, they can come too. If you have white people that's drenched in truth, I can rock with it. If you have Asian people that's drenched in truth, I can rock with you. If you have other black people from the diaspora that's drenched in truth, like Godfrey, I can rock with him, no problem. Even though if we disagree upon the matter, as long as it's not something that's anti-black or halts black progress, I don't have a problem with it. Now, if you saying that you are of the persuasion of truth, and then I come to you and then I ask you something about reparations, and then you fumbling and bumbling and, well, now I'm a side eye. What? Oh, I see what you about. In the words of Dr. Neely Fuller, questions and answers will solve a lot of things. I don't have to go into a long diatribe and monologue and try to investigate you and interrogate you. I ain't got to do all that. I can ask you a few questions, and depending on the answer, okay, I see what you about already. I see it. Okay, cool. But if you want truth, Drummer can lock arms with you. But anything other than that, go get Jason Whitlock, Jesse Lee Peterson, Candace Owens, Anton Daines. Go get them. Officer Tatum, the Hodge twins. Go get them, okay? You little pet Negroes. If you want to deal in truth, I'm your guy. If you don't want to deal in truth, I'm not your guy. I can treat white people fair. Now, white supremacists, you gonna have some trouble up out of me. Anti-black person, no matter who it is, white, black, Asian, whoever, if they are anti-black, yes, I'm gonna have a problem with you. Yes, I'm saying this openly. Yes. You can be a black person and be anti-black. I'm gonna have a problem with you. Yes. Yes. Indeed. But shout out to Godfrey. Tell me what y'all think about this video. I'm gonna have to go see Sinners because I haven't seen it yet because I've been so busy, guys. But tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button. Come on back to see me. Hit that like button. And until next time, peace. And remember, don't be a Sambo.